tell me when you're.
Oh yeah, you went.
Okay. So, we just went through and pulled out some elements of graphic novels, and so now we're just going to discuss it as a class. So, what were some of the things that you pulled out that you feel like need to be in a graphic novel? Yes.
Me? Oh, okay. Characters, because it gives perspective and point of view of
Okay.
each character.
Perfect. So, an element that we need are characters because it gives us perspective and point of view. Awesome. And you guys are welcome to add to your list as we're discussing. If there's something that somebody says that you don't have, you can write it down. What were other elements that you noticed?
I said like dialogue or speech bubbles.
Okay.
Because it like tells the story and like shows emotion through the size and shape of the bubble and through like bolded words.
Good. I love that. I love that you mentioned the size and the shape of the bubble as being important and also bolded words. In a graphic novel, it's not like a regular novel where you have a bunch of description. You're using a lot of visual cues to understand like context and what's going on. So good. I like that. Did you have something to say?
Art style, which is like basically the visual of the novel, graphic novel, and it could have like camera pictures or collage instead.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that. I think the art style is important. It kind of helps to set the tone, and you know, in a traditional book or novel where there aren't illustrations, we use like diction and lots of other techniques to set the tone. But in a graphic novel, the visuals play a big part in setting the tone. So yeah, definitely having a style and being true to that style is important.
What should I say for panels for what it does?
Good question. So panels obviously are something that you need, well, I guess you don't need to have them, but most graphic novels have panels, right? What purpose does the panel serve? Are you gonna answer that question?
Oh, I was just gonna say another thing that I thought it must have.
You what?
I thought I was gonna say, well, I was gonna say another thing that it must have, but I guess that like panels, I think it just helps like communicate the passing of time, I guess.
Okay.
And it like keeps things like organized and like makes it clear what's happening when, where, I guess. So
Are you going to?
I'm going multi therapy.
Okay. So it communicates the passing of time and it helps us organize the information and ideas. Good. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that, I mean, I guess they don't need to have it, but I think it's pretty important for graphic novels to have like background art and stuff because it adds to the visual effects and communication of the plot. So
Perfect. So it adds to the visual effects and the communication. Good. What else did you guys notice?
I feel like they could have borders
Okay. Borders.
of like the whole picture.
Okay. Like around the whole page.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I feel like that's like not needed, but it could add emotion.
Okay, so it's a could have.
Yeah.
And it adds emotion. It could maybe also add emphasis.
Yeah, like emphasis, like bolded words or something.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
Wait. Could have was supposed to be
Like it could have, but it doesn't necessarily have to have. So like it could have humor or color. And then must have is like, did you not do it that way? If you wanna just
like an alternative to it.
Oh. Okay. Well maybe you can just like right next to it like must have or could have instead of putting them in the tables.
Yeah.
Communicate it that way. Alright, anything else that you want to yes.
I would could have
Okay, what's that?
sound effects
Sound effects. That's a
and
good one.
also like color schemes. Like this one,
Mm-hmm.
it's like all black and white,
Mm-hmm.
and like there's other ones where it's like more neutral tones, and like yeah.
Good. Yeah. So colors and the way that colors used is important. So like in Persepolis it's black and white, but in others they have a color scheme. In American Born Chinese there's a lot of yellow and brighter colors, right? So the colors that they choose can again like support what it is they're trying to communicate.
What should I say for gutters?
Good
For what it
question.
does?
Good question. What do you guys think about gutters?
gives like a, it's mostly like a visual thing, so it's easier on your eyes.
So it kind of helps guide your eyes to the things that are most important. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it kind of goes with panels where it helps to like just guide the eye and kind of like highlight the things that are important and show the passage of time.
So should I say like guides your eyes to detail? Is that good?
Alright, you can